Let's see if I can do just like a crash course of this. Um, so the first thing is that if you hit show points on anything that has only one surface, so like a sphere, counts. A lot of things that you get with loft can do this as well, and you can also detach a surface and do this. So one thing that you can do, which I didn't, but it would be to just kind of grab vertices and then just like start pulling, just like very similar to polymodeling, but you know, not polymodeling. So this is a great way to kind of get like some base, but not really, oopsie, not really my preferred method personally. So like once you get to like something like this, well actually, one in a bad spot. The one thing is that you can't delete points like this, which I actually find to be kind of bothersome. But it's just me. Um, but you know, you can can get pretty far with this. You just have to remember. So whenever I try organic stuff, I try to remember like certain landmarks, or at least try to find landmarks. So I was explaining to someone earlier that probably the biggest thing with this is that you want to kind of familiarize yourself with okay, so like right here, right, I'm gonna scale it. I usually don't need to look at it because you kind of, oh, I'm missing a point actually, sorry. As I was saying, yeah, so I'm gonna scale it. So usually I don't really need to look at it, so I usually just stay in this view because I'm trying to nail I'm trying to nail a certain profile here. So you would go and then shoot. Right, forgot. I didn't have that one. I can bring this down. So you would have this here and pull this back a little bit. This is too long. I sort of just halfway through decided that this will be a monkey and not a human, which wasn't the best of thing because that just made it confusing. Though actually I should just make this a human. I don't know. Let's see. I guess I'll try to focus more on showing you technique as opposed to necessarily the concept, because that's sort of like its own. So like this bothers me. I'm gonna wait. Sorry, oopsie. All right, let me try to slow down. Maybe lower my music a little bit. So this part bothers me, but it's gonna go away because I'm gonna split this in half pretty soon. So for now, I'm just gonna ignore it because I know it's gonna go away. So let's see. Now let's try to nail the front. Actually, let me just make sure that okay, the top view is not looking good at all. So, do I want this in or not? No, matter of fact, I don't want any of these in. Okay. Yeah, now it has it has a forehead. And we kind of need to flatten. And then I'm kind of surprised I need to elongate it again. I don't really trust that. But yeah, no, it doesn't look good. So what's wrong? Oh, it's okay. Well, I didn't taper here. Didn't take enough. It'll be like, okay, I'm gonna do this when it's in two halves. Yeah, let's split this off now. So, I haven't done this too many times. This specifically, this is my first time going with the sphere the whole time. Um, and the first monkey you saw, I had split this open. So like this entire area, I like split that open and made just like a shield. But that was mostly because I didn't. So the more points you have, the more kind of you'll find yourself. How can I put this? The more points you have, the more opportunities you have for pain, suffering, and things to go wrong. Which don't let that traumatize you or anything. Because it's really about management. Like this is when managing your geometry gets really important. Because if you have too many points, what can happen is that I should really pull up a skull reference. I'm almost certain that was not where I'm supposed to put that. And I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to grab this too. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, there's a certain element of just like managing your geometry, and also and I'm talking about this as if I have so much experience. I've done like 4 of these, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna save this demo skull, just so when I hit the save button on reflex, I'm not but so like even having done like 4, there's certain things that like I'm noticing come back. Okay, can't all of these? I'm almost sure I can line up all of these and that'll be fine. Yeah. Actually, didn't even do that much. I need one of these. Oh, okay. That might have to come later. I don't think that's gonna... Because if I do this, I'm probably causing myself more trouble. Yeah. What I can do is I can scale them so that they are closer but not on top of each other. So that helps. And then this, I'm just gonna tuck that in. Oh, the way, so you see you can already start getting a little bit of that. I'm forgetting what it's called. But this actually needs to be like way higher. And then this comes in. So you're kind of trying to get to you're trying as much as you can to get to a place that has the landmarks that you want. Like you're not gonna get everything about the skull in there. I mean, you can, but it would just take time. Time that you won't always, some that you maybe don't have, or maybe you do. But I'm trying to see if I can fit this within like an hour. So okay. I'm pretty sure I need to crunch these together. Okay, I'm actually gonna get some reference because I feel like I think I messed something up here. Oh crap, and I hit my microphone. Human skull. Oh shit, I did. Damn it. I'm not an organics person. I just work on techniques to do organics. Which is funny because I don't actually know, like aside from just like fun, I don't necessarily know what I'm going to be doing with this technique. Because I'm like a hard surface person. I guess this is still hard surface. It's just very soft. Okay. I need to pull So actually, I'm gonna show you this feature just because it's there. So if you have the surface, you can add points onto it on axis and stuff. I'm not gonna do that because we're starting with a sphere, which is already a lot of points, and I'm just not gonna do that to myself just yet. I already feel like this is too many points as is. Even though this line is quite nice, it's really beautiful. I'm really glad that I tried this particular base form. You know, wait, no. How is that not the right one? Do I need to get this too? No. Okay. Alright. It kept the points from the original form, which means that this thing is still here to haunt me. Which I also don't like, but I'm living with it. This was still, in my opinion, a good experiment. I can probably leverage this. If I'm in hell, boop. I can probably use this to my advantage and pull up like a little bit. Yeah. And actually pull back. Oh, forward? Hang on. I had to touch my own chin for a second. It should be... Oh, okay. It needs to go back and it needs to rotate. No. Shoot. Okay, then it needs to be forward and then rotated. Okay. This, I think, does get more intuitive over time. It's just that, like, right now, it's so new. And it's kind of hard to, this needs to come out more. A lot more. Okay. And then, like, actually, no, just this one. Is there another one that I need? Oh, hi. Oh god, if I could just remove this one. It creates the equivalent of a pole. It's very frustrating. I actually will be able to remove this eventually. Okay. Should be enough of a first base. No, actually, the front view isn't quite where it needs to be. Should be able to bound box. Actually, I'm just gonna do this. Okay. I'm actually just gonna take both of these and just pull it away. I shouldn't have pulled anything in the back that I don't want to. Yeah, that's fine. This I need this one as well. You guys need to actually be closer. And then down. Shit. I actually need a point in here, I think. Because there's supposed to be a buckling here. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. These are meant to be 2 parts anyway. So I'm gonna make the call to fix this first, and then I'm gonna cut them. Because now the fact that they're not one piece is coming to get me. And I already have this moment in. Though actually it should be like further out still. Okay, that's like too much. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get what I'm looking for exactly this way. Actually, Though I'm probably gonna hollow this out, I'm still gonna grab this interior vertex and just push it. No, actually that's not worth it. Kind of. Kind of. A little bit. I'm still probably gonna dig this out. Yeah. There should be one up here. No. Oh. Why would you even think I wanted that one? No, that's not the one. Wait. No, that's not the right one. Oh, it is. Okay, never mind. I derped. Nah. Oh, I am getting the... Okay. So that means, can I just pull this down? Yay! Okay. I'm just gonna pull this to the side. Okay, so now the front view is a hot mess. When did everything get so short? Okay, so this... Just like the whole thing needs to... And then the top of the head is, so like this... Oh, oopsie. Though I probably could have left that, because I'm gonna open this anyway. And then this, I'm just gonna... I hate this thing. Let's... So we don't have that sharp ridge that monkeys have. We have a flat seam, which is fine. But I'm actually gonna put it in now because I'm getting a little scared of my own geometry at this point. And there we go. Okay. This is a very wide skull blend. I probably could make it wider actually, because there is a fair amount of flat area. There's a fair amount of flat area in like the front of an actual skull before you add in sort of like the other features. Okay, it's not union, which is fine. This needs to go here. And then, I'm not really gonna sweat about this. I can just keep rebuilding it. That's not a problem. The front of the chin irritates me greatly. So I'm gonna do this. Can I give it... Though it's not exactly accurate, I'm still gonna do it. And then for a bit more accuracy, I'm actually gonna rotate this off of wait a minute, what? No, what the... Cancel. What is... Yeah, there we go. Just like a little bit, not a lot. Maybe like this much. And then, maybe like a little bit of scaling. Oh, what have I done? Can I, or do I just have to restart? Shoot. How did I get this wrapped in this mess? Okay. Alright, I'm splitting this off now. Actually, unless... Can I just... No, that's making it worse. Actually... Is that really the right one? That is the right one, okay. Okay, this method is definitely a lot slower than just using a faceplate. So, I'm gonna switch over to using a faceplate if I can. Okay. I'm actually gonna do straight lines first because it's a little easier. So, this is where the smile would be. And it needs to go up here and then come back out here. So, I also need to separate this. I'm just gonna use a circle, not for any realism, but for a practicality thing. This is just geometry that I'm familiar with. Sometimes it's easy to get it's easy to get caught up in a bunch of foreign geometry, and you know, maybe this will stop in time. But sometimes you just want like an area that you know is just like regular form that you can kind of just come back to and use for things. You know. So there we go. Okay. So now should have a bit more freedom, and actually might crap. I'm fading out. Okay. I need to hurry this up. I'm pulling out the big guns. I'm playing the Doom soundtrack. Should buy me a few more minutes. Oh, I thought I had coffee. I do have coffee. Hang on, bro, back. Okay. I have no excuses now. Alright, did I place the points in yet? No, I don't think so. Okay. So, let's give this guy a nose. But first... Oh, wait, oopsie. Oh, wait, no, oopsie. Alright. Does it not have another point to hold it? Really? Oh, crap, I don't wanna... I don't wanna add more points. This is getting to be too much already. Crap. I might split out the teeth. I might just split out the teeth completely. That's not gonna be very forgiving. This is gonna hurt me. I already, like... It's hard enough to tell what points go where, but right now I'm kind of like... actually, you know what? I think that... It's not... I feel like the first 3 times I did that was way harder to figure out what points did what. So, that's good. that means that maybe adding points isn't actually, again, this is an experimental, I'm building this process. So now that I've done this a few times, I'm starting to just get a feel for how points work. So it doesn't actually seem like it's that big of an issue to have a lot of points as long as you can read them still. So that's good to know. That was like one of the really big limiting things before. I thought I had. Oh, I didn't get him. Apparently he's goes all the way here. Wait, what? Do I just not have your points? I'm sorry, sir. Oh, you don't have any. That helps. That helps a lot. That helps a lot. That would have been great to know earlier. Yeah, I'll just move this here. Doesn't need like an excessive, you know. Okay, maybe like more practical chin. Let's rotate. Okay. This is starting to bother me. Okay, wait a minute. No, I need to stop doing that. That's not where that goes. That's just not. That's why it's bothering me. That's not where that goes. This goes like all the way out here. It's like ridiculously further than what I thought it was. There's another one here. There isn't? Then how? Oh. No, I am missing one. It's this one. Never mind that thing I said about it being easier to read what the points do. Actually, it kind of is. It is like a little bit. Okay. So, pulling this all the way out isn't gonna work unless I bring his buddy. And then, again, find myself moving them like this. They need to be separated rotationally from each other. I always forget which way I'm going. There we go. Okay. I maintain this was not the best. This was probably not the best way to go about this. It gets you more accuracy on, not so much accuracy, it gets you more detail on sort of like the skull form, but okay, crap. Okay. I'm looking for, it's not this one, it's the one right after. Oh, there you are. Jesus Christ. Sneaky little fella. All hidden and stuff. Inside my geo. No, that's fine. Actually, wait, is that fine? Should I be worried about that? No, it's fine. I can actually offset this entire by 1. No, actually. Like a 0.5. It doesn't need to go as far as that. So I have a place to tuck this in. And then, the reason why I'm comfortable just, offsetting this is because, this whole area is gonna get cut to hell and back to fit the nose, the eye, and, the cheekbones. And I am gonna have to, join them all back together anyway, so changing the size of this isn't actually a problem, despite what it might appear like. Because there's technically no other half. Oh, I should have just done it for all of them. Yeah, that backside's not gonna be part of it like that. Okay. I'm not sure why it tried to do that one. Okay. So we're getting closer. I don't think I will make it all the way. Okay. I gotta make a decision. I can either go for the teeth, the nose, or the eye sockets, or I can close out the cranium. Let's do the eye sockets. I think the eye sockets are probably more interesting anyway. So, whenever possible, just start with something clean. This is a workflow where if you have, like, if any part of you is anal retentive and just like compulsive about cleanliness and optimizing your geo, this is the time to let it out, because the cleaner you can work, the so far what I found is that instead of trying to establish complexity sort of just like as a feature, let complexity arise from putting all the parts that you need together. So the general psychology of bone building, if that's a term, is that bones are essentially business ends that have connective tissue in between. So like okay, tangent time. So if you think of like most bones, right, it's like something to the extent of like, it's like something that looks like this. Alright, you can't fill two of these at the same time. Right? So it's often something that like looks like this. And then it's like two business ends that plug into something else, right? So what happens is that the way you make a bone out of it is that you create you create connective material, but you create connective material that has that flows into, oh crap, I missed one. That flows into the bone. Do I have all? I would have found out anyway. You create connective material that flows into the bone, and so the reason why bones grow like this, sorry, the reasons why bones have to be designed like this is that bones, unlike most hard surface materials, they're not, I always forget to do that, they're not built, they're grown. And so basically you have to realize that every part of this bone is a whole bunch of organisms that are coming together, reaching, oh crap, they're coming together, reaching each other, reaching towards each other, and growing together. They're designing each other together. They're like literally growing together. It's like the process of growth as opposed to manufacture is just like its own thing, and it has its own language, because so manufactured things, what you do is that you build them in a lab. usually, or like not a lab, you build them in a factory, and then you assemble them. Actually, I can just and then you assemble them. Things that are grown, literally, their design process and their build history are take place within themselves. So like, there's no like, the closest thing to like being built in a factory and any of us ever experienced was like being like part of our mom's body, and even then, like technically, like you weren't built in your mom's body, you were like a part of your mom and your dad that just grew into a separate person. You know what I mean? It's like, even then, like that, the sort of like the idea of like man as a machine, um or like an assembled creature doesn't make, doesn't really apply quite as well. um and I just went on a complete tangent. But anyways, the general summary is, okay, I'm gonna have to focus on one thing at a time here. All right. Okay. So, blimey. Okay. So let's get back to the eyes. So, what I want is, so this area right here. You see how it it protrudes out first and then it sinks in. I want all of that. So, what you need to, well, what I need, what we need, what anyone who wants to do this would need to do. You put the words together. But what essentially needs to happen is, so just, oopsie, wait, forgot to do something. Doop, doop. Like, it's like a 5. No, actually, yeah, okay. And then, this one needs to be like way smaller. Like a 2. Oh, still, no, like a 0.5. Okay, like super small. Yeah, there we go. So just out of paranoia, instead of just doing like a straight up boolean, well, for that one part at least, so I like to keep it around in case I need its geometry for anything. I think in the other monkey I deleted it, but maybe I won't this time. I'm not sure. And again, this process is profoundly unforgiving. Usually, if you make a mistake, you just have to start something over. So have plenty of save files. Every once in a while, which I actually should have probably done a number of times already here, but you'll see me just do this. Just make a copy of something, put it off to the side. It doesn't matter if your entire bottom, so my stack area is like here, electrodes to bottom. It doesn't matter if you have 50 iterations of this on one file. The second you make a mistake and you have to go back, you will be so happy that you just have one just floating around, just waiting to like bail you out of a situation, especially during like a phase like this, where sorry, I just had an idea for something. Where you're just trying things out, and like thing about like experimentation is that like you want to be brave, but you want to survive your own bravery, if you will. And so this gives you like an opportunity for that. I'm gonna hide this. I put everything I want to hide in magenta because I find that magenta color to be really ugly. So the second I see it, I'm like, oh, I don't want to see you. I don't want you around. I probably have to fill this, so I probably need to redo. I'm gonna redo this right now, because I know what happens. I know what happens next. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna show you what happens next if I keep these. So, let's run through like this. Yeah. So like this is the sharp line right here. This is your. You will cry yourself to sleep trying to get rid of this later on. Get rid of this now. So. Oh, actually, I don't need to delete those. No, no. Okay. So I'm gonna shell this just so I have the geometry to like a 1. Is it? No, I don't need that much. Just like 0.2. Just give me anything. I just need. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. So just get rid of that hard edge now. So here's another thing I'm actually debating. Which is do I keep these two separate? Because so if I keep these two separate, I can build out because if I'm not mistaken, I can't like do something like this with a loft, can I? Does it figure it out? I don't think it does. I think it's just gonna yell at me. Or just not do anything. I don't even know what I don't know what just happened. So I'm just gonna go with I probably need one more actually. Yeah. Okay, I need one more of each, but that's fine. I'm gonna make these. No, I'm gonna make these blue. I mean green. I mean, oh crap. Okay. And lofty. I'm gonna try loose because I'm feeling a little curious. Okay. And then God, I love the bounding box center feature. I mean, I definitely abuse it. I use it very cavalier. I'm very cavalier about its use. I probably shouldn't be. But it just kind of works for me. I really like that feature. It's a fun little feature. So now I'm gonna make sorry, I'm gonna actually hide this. I'm gonna hide this as well because all the information that I would need from it is oh no, never mind. Wait, no. Yes, no, we're good. We're good. I had a moment. I just need to push these back. Like about this much, and then I only need like one at a time, but I'm gonna keep both around. Not for I can make this normal. Not for anything but the fact that in case I do something I regret here, it's nice to just have this as a backup. Okay, so we have the you know what's funny? I keep forgetting what these are called. Oh wait, no, that's supposed to go the other way. My bad. Sorry about that. This actually needs to go further in, which keeps being a trend with eye sockets. So, a few things that I keep doing, somehow is that I keep making them too small, and I keep making them not deep enough. And I'm actually not sure what that is. I think it's something about I think it might be because I don't really have like a landmark that I know kind of like all that like clearly. So when I make them, I have to eyeball the eyeballs. So that might be it, because I'm kind of surprised that I very consistently just like, oh, no, 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 wait, what even happened? Oh. Oh, I know what this is. Okay, now I can fix this. Never mind. So loft again, right? Okay. Somehow I'm, like, utterly flabbergasted. I never noticed this. Okay, so one of you is, what? Okay, which one? Okay, that's the one that I need to, I can probably fix this by shrinking it and relying on the fact that, loose is a wonderful, wonderful tool. Yeah, it adapted through. That's too many points for me to... Remember how I said that having too many points will come back and bite you? Yeah, this is... I mean, like, I could go in, but that's just an... Oh, whatever, I'll do it. I made this mess. I have to unfuck it up. Like, what else can I tell you? Oh crap. Make sure this is symmetrical, dear God. Shoot. Boo. I'm sorry, what? Okay. Okay, never mind. I distinctly made it worse. Okay. So... No, shoot, I meant to go the other way. No, it's folding. Oh, you just have the wrong order. That's not what I thought it would be. Okay, so this one goes into... I don't need this one. So this one... Oh. Okay. That's the safest way of fixing that. But this goes into this and goes into this. Then you loft. And now it's working. Okay, good. Wow. Made way bigger of a mess of that needed to be. I'm still gonna hide this. And then hide all the curves. Okay. You know what? I've never tried this. Oh, shit, crap. Can I network this? No. It just said no. It was just like no. Whatever you wanted, no. Okay, that's fine. Let me try something else then. I'm not sure what actually happened there. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build a nose ridge. Well, not, what is that? Actually, is that thing called? I used to know the name of it too. But I'm gonna build one of them. So another thing that's actually really helpful that's been happening is that, you'll notice that a lot of this geometry you have to make in a way that's very similar to the actual oh god, okay, how can I explain this? A lot of these forms, the only way to, or like not the only way, but like the best way to build them is actually the way, or like one of the easiest ways to build them just in general, if you were just looking for like something that was like kind of like the things that we're building, the way to do it is usually very similar to, or just kind of echoing uh, what nature um sorry it's echoing the way that nature already did it. um which is very interesting, but also kind of expected. It's like, well, so what I've come to understand about nature is that a lot of times we sort of, oh, why is it so ugly in here? Actually, no, I kind of like that. um a lot of time we sort of look at nature as if it is sort of like not so much an intelligent designer, but like an intentional designer, which I don't think is accurate. I don't think that's really how nature gets things done. I think that the way nature gets things done is that oh shit, that's really sharp. um the way that nature gets things done is that there's only, there's only so many ways, to achieve certain results. Oh, so it's just not gonna at all? Or there's only certain ways to solve certain problems. And if anything comes into existence and faces X, Y, or Z problem, well, it's either going to come up with those solutions, right? Like those like few solutions to solve the problem, or it's going to die, and its entire lineage is going to die. And that's kind of, how nature ends up designing things. But ultimately what happens is that they're just, it's like there aren't that many ways of solving most of these problems. Okay, I either need to close this, or I might just try to close it. Right, you can't network with two, which I keep thinking is weird. I could also, no. Um hmm. This might not be a problem. Um but anyways, yeah, so there aren't really that many ways. Yeah, it turns out there wasn't a problem. It's actually kind of cool looking. Point one, maybe. But yeah, there aren't too many ways to solve like like once you get to like the nitty gritty of specific problems. There usually aren't too many ways of actually solving them. And nature's thing is sort of just like when animals face them, or like when life forms face them. Uh, Either there are animals that have the right traits to survive and resist the problems, or you have a bunch of dead animals. It's like it's very I guess dispassionate, but like detached. Like it's I don't know what. Um it's very yeah, it's very dispassionate, very detached from kind of like the situation as a whole. Which, I kind of understand that like it kind of bothers some people, but me personally, I think um there's a certain I don't like how sharp this is. I'm actually just gonna cut this so it's this eye. All right, okay. I'm gonna cut this, but I personally find um that kind of like dispassionate nature a bit um I think it just makes sense. It's like you look at a creature, you're like, oh well, of course. You look at a creature, you look at its environment, you look at its predators, and you're like, oh, okay, this is just like, it just kind of is what it is. In a very like, oh, this will be sharp too, yeah. Um, wait a minute. How on earth did I... No, I don't think this is still sharp. Though I probably didn't need to fill it that, but this should still work. Like, the process itself actually makes sense. And okay, I don't know why this is here. And I definitely have one of these floating around. But yeah, like the process itself I think makes a lot of sense. And from kind of like a very sort of like engineer minded perspective, I think it's fairly easy. Oh, come on. It's fairly easy to, is it not? It is split. It's easier to digest, I think, also. 0.3, is anything gonna work, or? Oh. Wait, what? I don't like the way you... What do you do? Wait. So we have two of these. Oh, okay, you have one of these, and then this didn't get cut. Okay. Why? Why did this not get cut? Can I... Or is it even... Is it that sharp? Is it even that sharp? I don't think it's that sharp. Okay, I'm definitely rambling. I can make it... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is giving me super anxiety. Don't fill it at this early. I'm running out of time, so I'm not gonna go back. But, in yours, don't fill it that early. Oh my god, that fill it caused nightmares. Okay. You know what? Remember how I said... What? Remember how I said that, you know, you'll be glad that you had the other one sitting? Yeah, the other one. This is why. This is why. This is why. That thing from before, just, it's very unforgiving. There was no way to salvage that. So I kind of like this weird puffiness. It's a little chaotic. It's not super functional, but it looks cool. It looks super organic, and it's like, it doesn't interfere. I kind of like them. So I'm gonna keep them, even though I have like no reason. Like, if you ask me like why, because, you know, things like this happen. My answer to you is like, look, I have no idea. Oh, is it that top part that I said wasn't gonna be a problem? Oh well. The lies we tell ourselves to get through life, huh? I am so... I'm so not even playing around with that thing that I'm just gonna cut it. Because, like, that's just... No. I came too far. I came entirely too far to accept this. So, wait, I can't cut like that. I need to calm down. I can cut like this, apparently. Am I sure that's going all the way through? So, one way to find out. Whoa, I just had a major brain fart. Oop, okay. No, I should be able to just blend this. Like, 0.1. I really should be able to just blend my way through that. Like, no big deal. spline. There you go. And then, oh my god, you serious? Oh no, it's good. No, it's not. I know what's happening too. I probably can't fill that, can I? Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna loft. Well, no, 1. And I might be able to fill the loft. Right, okay, yes. 0.5. I'm gonna go for like 1. Just go all the way. 0.7? Oh, give me something to work with. Alright, I'll take it. Can I loop or no? No, that was like, that definitely was the moment the loop was just like, no, I'm not gonna work on this anymore. I'm sick and tired of your shit. Really? Okay, whatever. Is it me or did it actually work better before? It 100% worked better before. Alright. We're just gonna leave it at that. A lot of times, like, you know, you kind of reach sort of like the point I just reached, which is like, you know, you've gotten a fair amount of geometry in, you know, and things like that. Like, so I don't know if you ever used Alias, but things like that are things where, like, you're gonna, like, I'm probably gonna come in and I'm just gonna cut this whole thing and then just rebuild it. You know, like, it's like, there comes a point, you know, like, things like that, it's like, don't, you know, spend a little bit of time trying to avoid them, you know. But when they come around, sometimes, like, the thing to do is to either leave them or just, you know, come back later. You know, come back later and go to war, you know. Okay. So, okay. But, yeah. With my last bit of energy. So, I hope this makes sense. Obviously, you know, you have to... You're gonna close these with a network soon by splitting it. But, yeah. You know, then you can, you know, these might fill it, but more likely than not, you're just gonna have to, like, expand up into this area, but it's okay because you need to split this, because, like, this ridge is actually supposed to be a bit more pronounced, or you can just keep it as is. It's not really, doesn't really bother me. And then you're gonna do a very similar process for the nose. You're gonna, like, you know, I do a triangle, and, you know, just, like, cut it. Where's my triangle? God damn it, you're embarrassing me. You know, so, like, you would, like, put triangle in there, you know, and just, like, do something very similar. But yeah, that's how that goes. And yeah, hope you like it. Take care.